Good evening, everybody. It's Jim Hawkins. I wanted to say hello. Just real fast, today is August 15th, 2025. This is a quick update on what took place yesterday on the global State of the Union with the company, Ash's company. Just real fast, I just checked on the OES just a few minutes ago, and there is a new pop-up, by the way. Go ahead and check it out for yourself. It's just a real brief thank you for yesterday's successful first webinar for the New Direction company. But go check it out for yourself. Again, it's time to be excited. So real fast, this is for anybody. It's for everybody. It's everybody that's not involved in Onpassive for sure. And then this is also for the founders or affiliates. As an update from yesterday's successful webinar, the first webinar that we had really with this New Direction. So Ash came on with probably about 20 panelists, Red and Julie and Susie and Chris and several other influential people into the business, Onpassive or whatever business name we're going to have. Ash just wanted to update us on all the things that have taken place up to this point and going into the new direction for this company. There's already a big feel of newness. Again, Ash started off by talking to, he didn't go in detail, but he did talk about the situation with the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission. Don't want to go into detail. Ash said he is going to set up a specific webinar just for that circumstance. So again, we don't know any details on that, but he said that'll be for maybe perhaps the next webinar, as he'll discuss all the things that took place. But the most important part here that I wanted to share with you is that the litigation or whatever took place is now over. So again, not to get into the big details, I'll be honest, I don't know any details, honestly, but to get onto the details of the, he said that it's final and it's done. Again, we'll have a webinar soon to share that information, so I don't want to dwell on that, but Ash did say that that is completed, so we don't have to worry. Is that a hurdle that we don't have to contend with anymore? Again, that's probably the best entire news of this whole thing, is that we're free to move forward. Smooth sailing ahead, as some of the people had mentioned. So again, some of the other things they talked about was that he has this team. This tech team is like incredible. He said there's about three guys, and they've been kicking around different ideas. And one idea was the survey itself that we did a couple weeks ago. These three guys, I don't need to know their names, but I'm hoping they're getting paid really good, because they are really, really good technicians. But again, just discussing some of the things, the technology that we have today, not we personally, but as what's available for those guys that are tech savvy. These guys put together that survey within a matter of like an hour or 2 hours. And that right there is a product for whatever this company is going to be, because a lot of these companies out there are using surveys for their business, whether it be for the salespeople, the internal or the external. When you do have a company and you're providing information, you're getting return information from the customers. Again, it's kind of like a review that you might have on like a place that you might go visit. These surveys are live. They can be determined for a length of time, and then from there you can go. Again, that's a profitable product that this company can do, and it can only get better. So moving right along onto what that survey did for Ash, again, it motivated him with the response. He said he had a high, medium, and a low prediction of how it would go. And he said even at his high point, it succeeded that 3 times. So like I'm not a good mathematician, but I think if you're thinking like 100, he expected 100 as his high. And this is just an example, not true math. You might have had 100 people as an expectation, and it ended up being like 10,000 people. So you go from 100 to 1,000 to 100,000, maybe even to 1,000,000. But what that told him is he was looking for the interest of the people that were still interested in this business in going forward. Again, these questions that were in the survey were easy for us, but Ash was looking for other deeper answers, and he got them. So he is super excited. The tech team is super excited, and so on. So moving on from that, he talked about some other things that we need to move forward. He used an example, and I thought this was kind of funny. If you've ever carried a ladder, and if you turn the ladder sideways, like if you stretch your arms out like this, you stretch your arms out, that's my ladder, and you try to go through a doorway, and it's near impossible. It's just too bulky. You've got to position it, and he said that's how the company was running. It was with a ladder extended, going through a doorway or going through a channel or something. And he says we're going to try to cut all that back, and he says we're going to laser focus. We're going to focus like an arrow or a knife cutting through butter or cutting through some food or something. But he said laser focus. We're not going to have the exterior things that we had in the past. And I want to draw some examples. And this we're getting out a little bit out of what I wanted to talk about, but some examples from the past. We had like all these relationships with like sports cars, Majolist, and we had the Burj Khalifa. We had the train station. All that stuff was good. It was, and this is my opinion, but it was all premature. we were getting too big when we were really not big yet. And again, we do have some things that we learned from that. Those things in the future will be good tools for us. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. And I think Ash was kind of describing that. Is let's just laser focus, and we're going to just cut through all this. I'm going to say fluff. It's not fluff. Like I said, it was good intended, but we learned some lessons. We just got a little bit ahead of ourselves. And again, I think that's what Ash was kind of talking about. We're not going to proceed like that anymore. We're just going to stay laser focused to what's ahead. We'll get this company going, get it up and running, get the engine started, and we're going to move forward. And all that stuff, if that's still important to us, all that stuff will come in the future. But for right now, we're just focusing on getting the company started, which is coming soon, by the way. Again, Ash didn't share any timelines or anything. He just said that we're certainly moving forward. So I'm gonna share this. Ash learned a lot of things along this path, this journey for the last 8 years. He's learned so much about people and managing and delegating. All this stuff, we're progressing forward now with caution, with awareness to what we've learned. Again, this is talking about Ash, and I'm not a manager by any means. I'm just a mailman. we know that, but we're moving forward with awareness to what not to do, and we're going forward with perhaps new approaches towards things that are different from what they were in the past. Again, talking about a new vehicle, moving forward with this new vehicle, this new direction. Again, not having a company name yet. and this is speculation, again, this is my opinion, but I see Ash is still using some of the O names. For instance, like when he discussed this, like he's talking about O News and other things. So maybe the Onpassive name is going to stick, and we just don't know that yet. But that's, again, my own opinion, so I don't want to predict anything. But Ash is still using some of the O names. But I'm going to share this too. So not only has Ash changed in his approach, but us as founders, or us as affiliates, we're changing too. And I don't know if this was designed or intended for this last webinar yesterday, but we as founders, and I'm not going to say this in a bad way, but just hear me out here. So in the past, when we had webinars and people had the opportunity to speak, and they said, we're going to let John Smith say something, and John Smith would get on to the webinar, and not that this is wrong, but it's kind of a waste of time, and don't judge me what this, just again, hear me out here. John Smith might have gone on and said, Ash, he says, thank you so much for this opportunity. I appreciate the direction that we're going, and the intent was for us just to ask a question, and all the niceties came out, the thanks and the appreciation and the gratitude. And that was like that for every founder that came on in the past. And again, I don't know if something changed or something was said, but that was not like this yesterday. It was direct to the point. I know we had a timeline. Ash wanted to be done in an hour and a half, and I believe we went to like an hour and 39 minutes or something. But we have changed as a family of people that Ash is concerned with and working with. Again, there's things that he's doing with us, and I'm going to share another thing that the tech team did. But let me end on this point. The niceties and all that are nice, but it does waste a lot of time when you've got a time crunch. And I know some of the webinars in the past lasted like 4 or 5 hours, and part of it was the reason why is people were very thankful, and we are thankful. Ash, we are thankful, but I don't want to. You know that, Ash, and this is for Ash, by the way. You know that we're thankful. We know we are appreciative that we're being considered so highly in this company. And again, Ash knows that. And again, as founders, we're moving past that, and it goes into that. We're cutting through things like a knife. We're cutting through with the focus, and let's just get to work. Let this business get started. Again, Ash doesn't need to hear all the time. He does. I don't want to say that in a bad way, because it motivates him. But when you have a time constraint and you want to stick to it, let's just get straight to the point. Ash loves us. We love Ash. So let's get to the point, people. So moving right along, I wanted to jump onto another thing. So yesterday, actually the day before yesterday, or maybe even that evening, Ash's Julie Wen, who did a great job coordinating all this stuff yesterday for the webinar, along with Susie and Red and Chris and some other people that I'm just not aware of. But Julie had brought up a question about a rotator, and again, excuse my lack of knowledge, but I'm going to try to explain it the way I best know how. But a rotator is very important when you are utilizing like YouTube pages. So each YouTube page has a URL, which is like a code to each one of our YouTubes. And in order to utilize several at one point, you need a program called a rotator. And what happens is it takes all those URLs and adds them to one webinar, as to put it in simpler terms, one webinar. And the tech team said, hold on. And 3.5 hours later, they developed a rotating service for this company. And so yesterday was the first use of this. And Ash said, man, he said, my guys, he said, we talked briefly for it. And I think Ash had said, I went to sleep, or maybe he didn't go to sleep, but he gets a phone call like almost 4 hours later, and the tech team says, hey, come check this out. And so again, they developed within a 3.5 hour period a rotating product. And Ash said, there was hardly any man hours put into this. There was no money put into this. And he said, you know what? He said, maybe this is a service that we can provide for free. Again, who in their right mind, if you're a business person, is going to give away something for free? And Ash is like, hey, let's do this. So be on the lookout for when this company goes. Be on the lookout for the rotator. Don't know, but if it works, and it worked flawlessly yesterday, so let's just say we have another product in our line of products. So again, whatever the names are going to be, the uses, but the important point is you've got a team of like 3 or 4 people, and I'm sure there's more than just that. But if they're able to do that within a matter of hours, man, I tell you what, be prepared for some good stuff, because just in the last 2 years since Onpassive shut down, as it didn't shut down, we were just stalled. The technology in the last 2 years has changed so rapidly. Maybe Ash had a team of like 10 or 15 or 20 guys maybe, and I don't know what the actual number is, but that's some of the fluff that Ash has tried to get rid of. And it's by design, it's by necessity. Maybe we didn't need all those people. So again, going to the current tech team, man, you guys are doing awesome. So keep up the good work. Us as founders or affiliates, man, we're excited for all the stuff that could take place within a matter of hours or a few days. And it went untested, or it did actually. It got tested. It got tested by Julie and Chris and Red, and it went flawless. So they used it yesterday for the webinar, and it went flawless. So if all that stuff is coming, again, speaking to those people that might be interested down the line, man, this company is going someplace. And if you're not interested, it's time that you need to get interested. Again, every time I come up with a video, I said, always, if you want to contact me and find out what's going on, I can share as much as I can share with you. Sorry, I just got a text message. My guy, Donnie. I told Donnie that there was a new pop-up, and he just texted me back with a thumbs up. So, hey, Donnie, how are you, buddy? So, anyway, there's a lot of good stuff going on. We had some questions that were brought out from some of the, again, we used to be called founders. I don't know if we're still founders or not. But Ash did say that we are going to be the ones that are going to be notified first when these products come out. I know Ash in the past said, hey, we're going to get a chance to play with some of this stuff before we put it out publicly. So if that's still the case, then that's a benefit that we're going to have being founders or affiliates. So be excited for that, and just again continue to be excited about this company, because we are, again, my opinion only, but I think we're getting close. There's so many things that are leading to this new vehicle, this new company heading out. If y'all don't know, I like to take cruises, but we're leaving port. Be on the ship. Don't miss the boat. Don't be a pier runner. My wife hates pier runners. She doesn't want to be a pier runner. But anyway, just moving forward with what I have to share. Stick around. Again, there's a new pop-up. Check it out. Do stick with your OES. Always log in. The data that Ash and the team are utilizing, he did mention this in the survey. Multiple people had gotten onto that survey more than one time. Some people like in 10 times in one day. I did. I think I went on like 3 or 4 times to make sure it was still there, and to make sure my answers were still correct, and to make sure that I did it correctly. And maybe that helped boost it up. But anyway, I've already talked about that. But anyway, stay focused, stay excited, stay positive, stay patient. That's, again, a big thing here. Be patient. but continue to log into your OES to see if there's any changes. Be sure to listen to those people, myself maybe, like Red does it every day, a daily. Julie's been starting to. Susie, for a long time I hadn't seen Susie, and it's so good to see Susie McRae. I like her. She's funny, and she's smart. Not that anybody else is smart. And I do have a question here, and this is kind of a funny thing. Do y'all have jobs? Don't take that the wrong way, but it's like, man, I'm out here busting my butt working every day, and I don't have time. Like, as you can tell, I'm in my office, by the way. This is my truck, my car. My house is kind of busy, so I want to just take it out where it's quiet and whatnot. But I'm trying to make videos, and I can't do it in my house because I don't want to interrupt any. I've got 2 kids that go to bed pretty early. So anyway, that's enough about me. But anyway, that was more of a joke. I love y'all. Don't be mad at me. So anyway, I'm just, as Red labeled me, I'm just the regular guy. I'm just an honest guy. I work hard, and I want to work hard for you. If you can like and subscribe to my channel. Again, I do appreciate that. Again, I work as a mailman, and I work like 5 to 6 days a week, generally 5 days, but I do work from like 8 in the afternoon till about 6:30, sometimes at night. So like today was no different. Anyway, I don't want to talk about my job. I do love my job because it's a people. I get to see people every day, and those are potential customers for me in the future. But anyway, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and make comments. I do try to answer everybody back. Be excited. Listen to Ash. Listen to all these other people that do their dailies, and we're here to help, and we're here to provide information. We're here to keep you excited. We're here to keep you focused. And again, we love y'all. Ash loves us. We love the things that this company is going to do for us, and just continue to stick with us and be excited, and let's move forward together. So again, thank you for your time. Again, like, subscribe, and make a comment or something like that. Hit that notification bell. So I do appreciate you guys, and I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good night. Have a good day wherever you're at in the world. Bye now.